धन्यवाद सभी को नमस्कार. I will be mostly talking in English, but from time to time so today is about cultural practices that help the mind and help us to come towards some sort of peace. So first of all, we need to define what is the mind, and we need to define what is peace. For a lot of people, the mind is the brain. For a lot of people, peace is the absence of war. Do we have peace in this country? We don't have any war here. Do we have peace? Do you have peace? If peace is the absence of war, then everybody here is peaceful. Why do we have suicidal problems? Why do we have so many cases that cannot be treated because we have a lack of psychological or counseling and help in the country? Why do we have a lot of witch doctors making a lot of money out of the fear that we have in our system? So that shows that there is no such thing as peace. So the first definition that peace is the absence of war does not imply. So what is peace? I define peace as coming to a state of your mind where you actually know or can understand who you actually are and can differentiate between yourself and your thoughts. हम लोग सोचते बहुत हैं, विचार बहुत करते हैं. कभी आपने अपने आप से पूछा कि आप कौन हैं? धर्म हमारे जो है वो हमें कहता ही रहता है, बताना चाहता है कि हम कौन हैं. पर कभी आप someday when you are alone, try to ask yourself who you are. Sometimes you will say, oh, I'm a 32-year-old boy. Sometimes you will say, oh, I'm a scientist, somebody's an artist, somebody's an accountant. That is actually your occupation, and your mind links to that occupation, to your body. For some people they are very beautiful, for some people physically they are handsome, for some people they are overweight, and that actually becomes a representation of your mind. And the society, the culture, the TV that you see, the media, the entertainment system, Bollywood, Hollywood, whatever woods, they all try to lead you towards some path, and the tries to attract your mind towards some sort of perfection, that they try to tell you that you will get peace. How? You will get peace if you are going to go to one of these Indian shops there and buy a $500 sari. Right? You are going to get peace if you are going to buy that from. So that is actually going to beautify your body, and your mind is actually going to feel peaceful for a while. But that is not actual peace. You are just trying to, rusted metal, trying to find it from the outside. Actually understand about what peace is, what the mind is. We have to understand who you are. So, our religion, Hindu philosophy, Hindu spirituality, tells us that there are 3 levels of bodies that you see in a person. You're seeing me now, you're just seeing the physical being, physical body that I am. And there's a subtle body, जिसको हम कहते हैं जीवा. Physical body is there, subtle body is there, and there's a cosmic body, जिसको हम कहते हैं आत्मा, जीवा. तो जो हमारा माइंड है, वो हमारे जीवा के साथ एसोसिएट करता है. Mind is just the state of your jiva. From time to time, in this life, all the experiences that you go through, they are all imprinted in your mind, on your jiva. When you die, your physical body is just not functioning anymore. But that doesn't mean your jiva is not functioning anymore. Because energy is neither created nor destroyed, according to the law of physics. So jiva, which is consciousness or subtle body, is there. And then it takes another body. When jiva takes another body, then from this life you get all the features that you have earned in this life. You were maybe a carpenter, maybe you were an artist, and then you see some kids, they are born with artistic abilities, some are good in mathematics. These are some features that they are born. Sometimes then you see some kids have some fears, phobias. These are the features they are also born. And the purpose of religion, of Hinduism or any other religion, is for you to actually overcome the fears, for you to actually overcome the weaknesses. The religious system is irrespective of any religious system. We're trying to come to a point of liberation. उसको कहते हैं samadhi. So, samadhi is the state where you have total peace, where you have actually overcome all your fears, where you have actually become balanced, and where you have actually understood the purpose of life, the meaning of life, and actually known, got liberation. Now, we talk about liberation, then liberation, samadhi, ये क्या है? Liberation, freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from becoming attached to desires. Freedom from seeing something on the TV and not going after that. So we are beings, but we have so many desires all around us. एक जगह पर अभी मैं बैठा है, दिमाग वहाँ रही घरे पे न छोड़ नहीं आ जाए, ही नहीं आ जाए, वही आ जाए ना, कल जाएगा, काम करेगा, करेंगे, वो करेंगे. Those are all thoughts. Those are just states of your mind. You are not the thoughts. These are, your mind is just generating these bubbles. Your thoughts are the bubbles, right? And what happens, the other psychologists have crafted the system so well that they are trying to make money from your desires, from your thoughts. So they try to brainwash you every day. Before you go and see any movie in Village 6, there's a Coca-Cola, McDonald's, everybody. They brainwash you so many times. Why? Because they try to feed you things so that you cannot intelligently think. The purpose of religion is to bring about a very cultivation of intelligence in you. Religion, as people know, most people know, is not actually what religion is. Ganapati Bhagwan. Ganesh Bhagwan is a representation, is an artist's perception of what a state of God is. God is the highest state of consciousness, the highest state that a human being can reach. Each one of you sitting here can become God. Become God means you've reached the state where Buddha reached the state, where Krishna reached the state. Becoming one with the whole. So, Lord Ganesha is just an artist's perception of how the universe is changing its colors. Lord Ganesha is the artist's perception of what the highest state of consciousness is. तभी से बताया कि Bhagavad Gita Lord Ganesh is. With Bhagavad Gita, the writer of the Bhagavad Gita, they say, is Lord Ganesha, that is metaphor. हम लोग की जो Hindu religion is filled with similes and metaphors, it's full of literature. Ramayana is a literature. It's a perception of a poet. We are not actually sure if Lanka is actually the Lanka, the Sri Lanka. We think that Sri Lanka is where Ravan was, according to us now. But the actual Ramayana was written 2,500 years ago, according to modern linguistic study. 2,500 years ago, India and Sri Lanka were one country, because ocean level उतना rise नहीं हुआ, right? ओशन लेवल जब उतना राइज नहीं हुआ था, तो इंडिया और श्रीलंका के बीच में जो रामा सेतु बताए, नासा दिखाया, फिर बताया बोले हिंदुइज्म लेके कौन सी बोले कि that then they make that bridge, that is all true. Of course it is true, but that bridge may not have been made by Ram. The Ram bridge बना, it may have already been underwater, we don't know. The Lanka that actually Ram went to is not seen anymore maybe. Because उस टाइम पे पानी के जो level था, it was not on that level as we see now. So that was the imagination of the poets. Ramayana is the imagination of the poet Valmiki. Mahabharata is also imagination of the poet Valmiki. The problem is when we take things literally and start fighting amongst ourselves, trying to prove scientifically whether that bridge was made there, where Ram went there or not. That is not the purpose of literature. The purpose of literature is to understand what the message is, what the theme is, उसमें कुछ इस क्या है, कैसे भाई और भाई के बीच में प्रेम कितना गहरा है, things like that. Respect, बाप और लड़का के बीच में respect की, बाप के एक पे बल पे बोले थे, लड़का 14 साल वनवास में, but that doesn't mean कि आपके बाप कुछ बोले कि लड़का बाकी मुझे चल रहे, because वो टाइम के बाप और आपके बाप the comparison cannot be true. Why? Because there are so many weaknesses our fathers have. We as fathers have so many weaknesses. गुस्सा में बोलते लड़का के चलते जब वनवास चल रही लड़का था, फिर देवियों को मेरा प्रोजेक्ट. So what I am trying to say here is that we should question the literary pieces that we are. We should not take. We should investigate. Our young generation should study why the texts were written. What is the role of Veda? What is the role of Upanishad? What is the role of the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita में कह रहा, कृष्ण भगवान कह रहे, माता अम्मा माता जी, उन्होंने कहा है कि भगवद गीता में there are three parts made in the Bhagavad Gita. One is related the part of yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, and bhakti yoga. Karma yoga means part of selfless action, jnana yoga means the path of knowledge, bhakti yoga means the path of devotion. Now, let's define devotion. What is devotion? For most people, devotion is एक हफ्ता भैया खाना नहीं खाया, एक हफ्ता खाना नहीं खाया, एक हफ्ता उपवास नहीं खाया, भगवान के आगे आके बोल दिया भगवान उपवास करता है, अब हमारा एग्जाम है, पास करो. That is not devotion. That is just a survival technique. And that is what your mind is trying to create. The mind has created this atmosphere all around you that you are trying to be part of that survival technique and you think it is respect to God. And then you are inclined with expectation कि जब पास नहीं करा, then you become atheist. नास्तिक हो जाओगे, भगवान के ऊपर गुस्सा होगे. फिर उसके बाद में अब माई बाप कहता है भैया तुम पास नहीं करा, अब पूंजी करेगा जिंदगी भर. अब जब पड़ोसी के दो लड़का इंजीनियर बन गया, तुम नहीं इंजीनियर बन पाएगा, तो माई बाप भी प्रेशर करे लड़का के. And because of that pressure, and the kid as well, he wants to buy a car because he thinks he is not complete without buying a car, without getting a nice house. This is not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to enjoy the very little things that we have. तो वही बोले ना, भागी दीदी जी ने कहा कि back in the days ऋषि मुनि were living a simple life. ऋषि मुनि लोगों के पैसा दे दोगे तो भाग जाएंगे. Because they know that the money there is so much of it. So that pressure that is given to the child which has failed his university or high school, with that pressure, that much of pressure from the society to become someone, that is why things like suicide. It is all pressure. First thing. The second thing is that people don't know what the mind is, what the body is. What is happiness? What is peace? Why are we here? What is the goal of religion? ये सब जो है पूजा क्यों कर रहे हो? पंडित जी ने आकर मंत्र पढ़ दिया, भैया पूजा हो गया, साल में एक दफे हनुमान जी के रोज चढ़ाए दो, खलास मगर के पूजा कर दो. That is not religion. There is nothing to do with religion. That is just survival. ये तो आप बोलेंगे अरे नहीं करियो तो कुछ हो गया, भगवान में मर गए, भगवान नहीं मर गए. This kind of thing. There is again superstition. Religion जो है, जो धर्म है, it is a methodology so that you can get above these kind of things, so that you can understand that the witch doctors are there and they are needed. It's good that the witch doctors are there. They are there to fool you, and it's good you get fooled. It's good that you get hurt, because unless you get hurt, you will not understand the lessons of life. Struggle is important. To get hurt is important. Maybe suicide is important, because it is just a temporary death of the body. I know I'm saying this. When a close person commits suicide, then things become different, difficult. But the truth remains the same. अब आप लोग भी जाके घरे बोलेंगे अरे भैया की तरह के बात करके चल दिस. And I got this opportunity to talk about this, and I was like, should I talk about something that you will like to hear, or should I talk about something that should be told to you? And this is the opportunity that I got, and I'm not going to ask for forgiveness. This is what I feel I was told to talk about, and thank you for listening.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद श्री रोहितेश जी. एक बार पुनः हम जोरदार तालियों से रोहितेश को धन्यवाद दें. And thank you very much indeed. You were called here or invited here to do just what you have just done. And this is a forum where I would like you to come up and express their views. This is a forum where we do not want youth to express their views and ask for forgiveness. So you have just done round of applause for Rohitash again, what we want to hear and what the whole purpose of this forum. And मुझे याद आया अभी कुछ दिन पूर्व हम लोग सरवाणी में एक आर्टिकल छोड़े थे. अमेरिका में हर वर्ष पंडितों का एक सम्मेलन होता है. तो इस वर्ष जो पंडितों का कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ न्यूयॉर्क में, न्यू जर्सी में, तो वहां पर एक पंडित के युवा बेटे को बुलाया गया कुछ बोलने के लिए, जो आज की युवा पीढ़ी के लिए विषय था कि आजकल मंदिरों में युवा पीढ़ी दिखाई नहीं देते हैं, तो क्या किया जाए. तो उस पंडित के जो बेटे उसको बुलाया गया, तो वो आकर खड़ा होकर बोला कि the biggest dilemma I have, the biggest contradiction in my life is that I am the son of a priest, because people have so much expectation. If I don't do this, if I have seen here, oh, that son of a priest is up there, and as a result, I start hating my religion. So what you have said is great, because if that doesn't come out, that's where our youth start taking the wrong path, because they don't get the answers, they don't have a forum to express their opinions, and nobody hears that. We are all here today, and we are so glad that you have expressed what you have. और आपने बहुत ही सुंदर जो शांति के बारे में, जो peace, the real meaning of peace you've given to us, and you've also described so aptly who we are, and our mind, our body, and the great, you've taken Hindu philosophy and showed us, our physical being, our subtle being, and our cosmic being, and how we take the journey. We take our jiva and the journey that we should be taking, and जीव का जो यात्रा है उसने आपने हमें ये दर्शाया. और आपने बहुत ही सुंदर प्रकार से, बहुत सुंदर स्वभाव से भी, बड़े सरल से आपने हमें समझाया कि जो लिबरेशन जो होता है, कैसे आजकल के हमारे जो समाज है, युवा पीढ़ी खास करके, जो आजकल की मीडिया इत्यादि है, उससे खींचा चला जा रहा है. और बहुत सुंदर आपने एग्जाम्पल दिया ये कि जो ये लोग जो कंपनीज है, जो मीडिया कंपनीज है, जो कोक इत्यादि बनाते हैं, ऐसे कंपनीज क्या करते हैं, ये they take advantage of our desires and create an atmosphere, a situation, like you said, where we are not able to think. where we are not able to think intelligently. Now that's a very good statement, because I remember I was reading in one of the case studies that when Pepsi came into market, Coke CEO was very, very worried. He was extremely